back and we're talking today about sex crimes. And before we left, Joan, I know that you had a question. Why don't you go on?
Yes, my question is for Michael. What kind of screening process did you go through before you entered the priesthood, and why wasn't your problem detected?
Michael?
Well,
Hold on. And we're talking about sex crimes and what we as a society can do about them. Joan, I know that you had a question.
Yes, my question is for Michael. What kind of screening process did you go through before you entered the ministry, and why wasn't your problem detected?
well, I'm not exactly sure why it wasn't detected. I was tested, I was evaluated, I was supervised for a long period of time. I know that part of what I was doing, well, I kept it very secret, and like Frank was saying earlier in the show, as a part of my thing was to put on a front that would be acceptable to everybody else, and that can be very deceiving.
I want you to meet somebody else who's joining us today. Come on, Linda. This is Linda Williams, who is a homemaker who made national headlines recently when she led her New Jersey neighborhood's fight to chase a released rapist completely out of her community. What made you so angry, obviously, to take this type of step?
Because all of a sudden our nice, quiet neighborhood turned into a prison for most of us. We had surveillance cars sitting outside our home. They were there a month before the story broke in the newspaper, why they were sitting there. It was because this man had been released after serving, I believe, 12 years for a violent rape where he had intended upon murdering his victim. We came to find out he had previous offenses. He 7 years before, he abducted 3 young girls who were able to get away from him. While he was in prison, he admitted to many other sexual assaults that he had never been charged for. We had to sit in our homes and watch him parade around our neighborhood under the surveillance team, sit in our local fast food restaurant making remarks to young girls as they passed through. They had to bar him from that restaurant. We lived with this for 3 months before he was put into a psychiatric hospital, where it's very tentative as to how long he will be there. He has periodic reviews. He is reviewed. He's going to be reviewed any day now. And
do you believe in rehabilitation?
No. No. You can rehabilitate him all you want, but keep him locked up. He is never going to change. He has a history of this, and it seems that, if anything, he had become more violent.
Now, do you folks think this is fair? Here's a lady who said, not in my community. No way. And you know something, neighbors? We're not going to let this happen. Not here. What do you think of that?
Very tough. You know, the laws protect the criminals and don't really give victims rights, nor do they give us. On the other hand, I wouldn't want those laws taken away from us, because we need to protect the criminals. They need to have these rights. I never know when I'm going to be charged, or you, and so I want those safeguards in place. It's a very, very tough question. I don't know if the community really has the right. I understand, believe me. I don't think I'd want to know, have a rapist living next door to me either. It's just very tough.
I think the community has the right to protect themselves, and they have the right to protect their children and to guard their children. That's an important thing. This guy, that she was talking about, was a very, very sick man who was a very dangerous man. And boy, you have to protect your children. That's the most important thing. They weren't literally doing something bad to him, except for just trying to get him out of their community.
And when we talk about protecting our children, next we're going to meet someone who's going to join us by telephone, who is a relative of someone who took tremendously drastic action to protect her child. We'll tell you about that after this.